Glow Diaries, Sparkle Shine.
Here we are, drinking wine. Tonight, we're doing separate things here on the wine because Kelly's got the winery.
Renault, and it's red Tresello, and I did enjoy this. She doesn't like it.
I didn't like that one. So I'm drinking Lindemans from the local liquor store. Lindemans Bin 90. It's really good white
It is good.
Moscato
I
wine.
love that stuff myself.
So that's what we're starting the night off today. So
our music.
Our music is a mix mash of
K-Tel Records back in the 70s. Used to get all the artists on 2 albums.
Yep, and it's
so that's
all
what we're listening
different.
to tonight.
Yep,
It's just gonna be mishmash.
What we decided, somewhat, because we don't really too much pre-plan, but we decided we're going to introduce how we met and how this time became friends. So
yeah, a couple years ago, our kids were in the same school, and we had parent-teacher conferences, and we walked in, and I met Kathy, and she had this big personality. She was fun. She was fun-loving. People seemed to flock to her, and I was like, I want to be her friend. So, yeah, careful what you wish for. But anyhow, a couple of years later, I buy a house. It's a double, and I needed renters, and she was looking for a bigger place. She lived in a small place at the time, so she found out that I was renting a place. She called me, came, looked at it. She said she'd love to rent, and she did. She moved next door. And at that time, we still were just acquaintances.
Right,
we weren't
because she had 2 boys. I had 3 girls. The boys were into some sports. The girls were into different things. It was... And our lives were tied up by
it was very busy.
Yeah.
But, pleasantries, hello, hi, whatever.
Of course.
So one night, I had a lot of testosterone going on in my house, and I had to escape my house because there was a lot going on. She was already out the back, sitting in the rockers. I didn't know that because I had rockers on her back porch. So I came flying out the house. I slammed the door, and she was like, you okay? And I said, no, I got to get out. So I said, is it okay if I sit? And she said, sure, sit. We started talking. Started to get to know one another. I had a bottle of wine left over from the weekend party. We had a little glass each.
And it was Arbor Mist.
And
I didn't drink it all. Neither did she, though. I never drank it all. Still to this day, I don't know how I raised those kids without drinking. But anyway, that's another story.
Me either.
But yeah, so we literally
had a little bit of, but we got to know each other that night. And then it turned out every week after that, once a week, we made sure we had one night together, and we used to do silly things.
Yeah.
We would YouTube music from the 70s.
Yep.
And then reminisce about whatever that song meant to us at the time.
And how powerful songs, how you can hear a song from 35 years ago. And it just triggers that to that. And we would share stories about that, like what that song meant to me.
And that's basically kind of how we started. And then as the years progressed, we became closer and closer. Obviously, we've traveled together. We make time for one another. She's been for me in times of need, and I've been there for her in times of
more times of need than
oh please,
probably we can get into.
I made up for it in spades this year.
Exactly.
You really had to carry my weight.
That's okay, but that's what you do, and we did. We formed this friendship over the last 15 years, and we do make this a point. The once a week, at least, we get together
by ourselves. I mean, we have a group of women that we meet once a week.
We're going to introduce you those in another video,
right? But we usually we call it one-on-one time. We always have to have at least one night that the two of us are together, just to not catch up because we always are caught up, but just to be with one another.
And sanity time, really, is what it is.
Because all we do is laugh, maybe have a glass of wine or two, paint nails.
And you know what it is?
Color.
It's totally, that's what it is. It's totally relaxing.
Right.
No, we don't even get into my shitty day at work, your shitty day at work, the stress you got going on, what the kids are doing. It's like that 2-hour night
to be silly, just like,
to be silly.
Like when you're like teenagers and your girlfriends.
We've colored in coloring books,
color. We painted Christmas ornaments,
polished nails, and and played silly games.
And then the nights that you do have an issue or a problem, we just sit either and talk.
Or just sit in silence because we know.
Just to know somebody is sitting there with you.
Yeah,
so that's pretty much our friendship. That's our dynamic, and that's just how it is. I mean, she's got other friends. I have other friends. They're just different relationships.
Right, different relationships with each friend because that's what happens. People are there at certain points for your life, and this works right now. We're both in similar paths. To a degree, and it works. And
You're stuck with me for the rest of your life. Don't kid yourself. You are?
Yeah. Probably, because that's what happens. I love her. I want to hug her. I want to kiss her. Yeah, all right. But it is, and this is what we do all the time. So we're just now, over these past couple weeks, decided to put this on video because we find us entertaining. We don't know if
do.
anybody else will because, and again, this being so new to us, we're trying to get a feel on how to get everything we want to say, get out there.
Right. And
then,
keep it short because
right.
you know what? I really don't have a great attention span, so I don't know about anybody else. Cause
I'm surprised she made it this long without, getting into some kind of
I have
distraction.
been very disciplined
Yes,
right now.
she is
Very disciplined.
So we wanted to give you that idea of how we met, what we're about, and how this came about, so that when we start introducing the other stories, because we have a ton,
you'll understand. Right,
you'll understand. The how it started, the basis of everything.
Right.
So we just thought we'd give you that, show you how we met, how we became friends, and how it's evolving and what we're on to next.
Yeah.
We have big plans ahead. So this is the first step to it, and we hope it gets to where we need it to be.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
So
the
we
goal.
just want to say thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, and
And we out.